Oh, big wave, big wave.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told them to come back up. Oh my gosh.
At 11 o'clock at night.
This small, relatively new channel has only posted 3 videos so far. Each upload uses the same simple approach: solo treasure hunting, no narration, and only raw footage of what the creator uncovers. But despite being a newcomer, the very first video left a strong impact. While metal detecting in a remote stretch of forest, the creator came across something completely unexpected: a single backpack sitting alone in the woods. Intrigued, he picked it up. After all, finding a random bag in a place that isolated is far from normal. Inside were 2 tightly sealed trash bags, and their contents were far from ordinary. Inside were bundles of cocaine, a firearm wrapped in cloth, a collection of diamonds, and a stack of cash. Everything inside pointed to serious criminal involvement, likely someone connected to drug trafficking who had hidden valuable items deep in the forest, confident no one would ever locate them. Coming across something like this could be incredibly lucky, or extremely dangerous, because whoever left it there would not be happy to find it disturbed. Adding to the uneasiness is the creator's response. He never notified authorities. Instead, he opened the bags, handled what was inside, and simply walked away. Considering the type of items found, that decision leaves far more questions than answers. Some viewers believe the entire thing may have been staged for attention. It's unusual and risky for anyone to casually rip open bags filled with illegal substances on camera, But if the discovery was real, then the creator may have unknowingly put himself in serious jeopardy. Was this an authentic criminal stash uncovered by accident, or a carefully crafted scene designed to go viral? No matter which theory you believe, one thing is clear. A discovery like this is hard to forget. In June 2017, Cindy was celebrating her birthday on a family trip to the Grand Canyon, taking in the breathtaking landscape. Like most areas of the canyon, the viewpoint was lined with protective railings because of the extreme drop-offs. While admiring the scenery, she noticed a barefoot man nearby who seemed to be impaired. Instead of staying behind the barrier, he climbed over it and began walking along the exposed outer edge.
He should come back. Is there anybody that works here? What?
Oh, do not have to get up though. I'm good. Okay. I have to get back up though. That's the issue.
It's going back, man.
Just come back.
Oh yeah, I'll come back sometime. Oh, this is fucking beautiful.
It is, but
Even with people urging him to return to safety, he kept moving along the ledge, seemingly unconcerned about how dangerous it was. Moments later, he reportedly said something unsettling before losing his balance. In a split second, he slipped and fell over the side of the cliff, right in front of shocked witnesses.
oh shit, is he okay? Wait. Oh no. No, don't look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Helicopter is out.
Can we call? Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Oh my god, baby girl.
Back in.
Oh my gosh. He's not moving, huh? He's not moving. Hello?
I know.
Oh my gosh. Hello?
Chaos broke out as bystanders rushed to contact emergency responders. A helicopter rescue crew was quickly sent to the area. Against all odds, the man survived. His fall was stopped just before he would have dropped a second time, a fall that almost certainly would have been fatal. But his recovery was long and difficult. He spent 2 months in a coma, battled sepsis caused by infections in both collapsed lungs, and although he eventually regained mental clarity, his memory remains inconsistent. Some believe he simply misjudged the risk during an impulsive moment, possibly heightened by intoxication. Others view it as part of a growing pattern of risky behavior in tourist destinations, where the drive for attention or a dramatic moment can overshadow basic safety. Was it a reckless decision influenced by alcohol, or an extreme attempt to stand out that went too far? Whichever the case, one truth remains: no scenic view is worth gambling your life on, especially when the safe vantage point is just a few steps behind a railing. The footage comes from a remote, snow-covered region of Romania. Two cousins were driving along an icy back road when their vehicle became stuck in the snow. The one holding the camera, who also runs the channel, began recording the moment, partly to tease his cousin about getting the car stuck. At first, the situation felt casual and lighthearted, but as the camera continued rolling, something unexpected appeared in the distance.
Ajmo, dejmo. Da. Ce-a acolo? Ce-a fost aia?
At first barely visible, a figure stood still among the trees, upright, motionless, and clearly observing them. The moment it seemed to realize it had been spotted, the figure abruptly turned and sprinted into the forest, leaving both cousins startled and genuinely disturbed. Their reaction wasn't exaggerated or theatrical, which only made the moment feel more believable. Whatever appeared in the background wasn't something they planned for. Could this have been a rare sighting of the creature tied to local folklore, often compared to Bigfoot? While it's possible the figure was simply a person wearing a costume, the environment, the weather, and the spontaneous nature of the recording make staging seem less likely, though still within the realm of possibility. So what did they actually capture that day? A prank set up without one cousin knowing? Or a glimpse of something that has managed to remain hidden in Romania's wilderness for generations? The YouTube channel Whitey's Fishing is recognized for its intense, high-energy outdoor fishing adventures. But in this upload, what began as an ordinary trip quickly transformed into a frightening and potentially deadly situation. 3 teenagers, Jacob, Sam, and 15-year-old Ray, head to a rocky shoreline hoping to catch some fish. Even with the less than ideal weather, they continue on, expecting nothing more than a normal day near the water. But soon after they arrive, everything changes in an instant.
Oi, I don't reckon you're getting it. What's it called? Oi, 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 don't, fuck! He's in the water, dude! Dude, just try to swim towards us, bro. Oi, oi. Chuck us a pole. Oi, oi, you just be on wave watch. Oi, oi, hold that. Go, just climb yourself up. Oh! Oi, oi, fuck. Dude. Oi, big one, fuck. You're gonna have to come up, dude. Try come up. Hold that. Oh, dude, you're gonna fucking cut yourself. It's all good, don't worry about the rod. It's just, here, hold this. Go, climb. All right, try get a foot grip. Just try get a foot grip.
While trying to recover a stuck lure, Ray steps too close to the edge of the rocks. A sudden wave crashes against the shoreline, knocking him off balance and hurling him into the rough water below. What happens next is chaotic, emotional, and completely unfiltered. The camera records the mounting panic as Jacob and Sam realize how serious the situation has become. They can't jump in to help. Doing so would put all 3 of them in danger. Instead, they desperately try to direct Ray back toward the rocks, shouting instructions and searching for anything that might help. A fishing rod, a rope, even their own hands if the moment comes. The waves continue pounding the coastline, pushing Ray back and forth, draining his energy and making it nearly impossible for him to regain stability. The cold water, the current, and the relentless surf create a terrifying struggle to stay alive. Even through their fear, the boys stay focused. They keep talking to Ray, trying to keep him composed, though it's clear they're all under immense stress. Their improvised rescue attempts hardly match the force of the ocean.
Reed, come this way, swim out here. Just swim out here, man. Sam, get ready. Just swim up. I reckon just try climb the rocks. Here, you up, yup. Go. Just start climbing, oh, you gotta swim this way.
Wait, just stay calm.
Just stay calm, that's all you can do. Dude, fuck! Oi. Dude! No! Fuck, man. Oh, big wave. Go, grandma! Oh, no! Fuck! Oi! Just stay as calm as you can, man. Yeah, I know, it fucking slips. Oi! I think this isn't a good idea. You just gotta try and grab the rocks.
We have to get him.
Fuck, man. Gotta come this way. Oi, here. Get ready. Swim right. Swim this way. Yeah. Oi, another big one. This is fucked. fuck, man.
Time feels stretched. With every wave, the danger intensifies. Ray grows visibly tired, holding on to whatever hope he can, and relying on the guidance of his friends as he fights to keep his head above water. Finally, after what feels like an endless ordeal, Ray manages to get close enough to the rocks for one last attempt. Jacob and Sam reach down, grabbing hold and pulling him upward as the waves crash behind him. When he finally climbs to safety, the moment is overwhelming and raw. The three teenagers collapse together, shaking and out of breath, acutely aware of how close they came to disaster. This wasn't a simple near-miss caused by chance. It was the outcome of taking risks in a dangerous environment. Yet their ability to stay calm, communicate, and avoid reckless decisions likely saved Ray's life. Many similar incidents end very differently. The video serves as a powerful reminder. No catch is worth risking your safety or your friends. Coastal rocks may appear stable, but the ocean can change in a split second. Would you have known how to react in their situation? Or would panic have taken the lead? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more real stories that reveal both the excitement and danger of the outdoors, be sure to subscribe. The next one might be unforgettable. In the depths of the Canadian Rockies sits an isolated spot known as Spirit Camp. Once regarded as sacred by Indigenous groups and used for ceremonial burials, it has since become the center of numerous unsettling stories. Over time, even longtime residents have chosen to steer clear of it. Accounts continue to circulate about disrupted graves, mysterious voices drifting through the trees, and strange occurrences that leave experienced hikers on edge. One man, determined to learn the truth behind these legends, sets out alone for 4 nights in Spirit Camp. He records his trip without narration or commentary, just a quiet camera left running to capture whatever the wilderness decides to show.
Спиннинг я с осени не доставал. Еще ни разу не рыбачил. Все оборудование. Вон сколько всего. Рыбачить буду на вертушечку, вот на такую. Вертушка та же с прошлого года. Ничего у меня не поменялось. Пришлось, короче, все это дело обрезать. Сходил, подумал, даже бумага есть. Мало ли мысли записать. Ну все, ребята, спиннинг собрал. Короче, еще один поводок нашел на запас. Такой ядреный, как вот этот чай. Очень крепко завалился. Сейчас тихонько пойду, покидаю. В этой речке есть и хариус, и щука. Так, беру только самое необходимое. Короче, не клюет. Конечно, и время уже поздновато, но я думаю, надо сменить нагиб. Накидался. Вот эта кепка, она, конечно, классная, все, но она насквозь вся светится. Гнус, вот эта вся машкара, через нее едят, как я не знаю, как будто ничего на голове нету. Приходится надевать вот так вот капюшон. Капюшон надеваешь, блин, жарко. В общем, есть нюансы. Порвал нить, ну, короче, сам узел завязал. Сейчас буду разматывать и обрезать лишнее. Ну и чай я попью и пойду с этой стороны.
The first 2 days pass quietly. Wildlife occasionally wanders near his campsite, and the surroundings seem calm, just another peaceful stretch in the backcountry. But everything shifts on the second night. Once darkness settles over the forest, a sound tears through the silence. A deep, throaty roar rolls through the trees, far louder and more resonant than anything typically found in the region. Its tone is oddly similar to that of a lion, an animal that doesn't exist anywhere near this part of the continent. Moments later, the quiet is broken again. this time by heavy, deliberate knocks against the trees. The steady pounding is a hallmark often linked to reported Bigfoot activity, commonly called wood knocks. Such claims frequently describe strange vocalizations and eerie cries traveling through the night. Skeptics might argue the noise came from an elk or maybe a bear, but neither explanation fully matches what was captured. The roar carried too much depth, and the knocks were too intentional. Together, they've sparked speculation that something less familiar may have been responsible, something rarely seen but frequently discussed in wilderness tales. Whether it was a known animal or something unexplained, one fact stands out. That sound alone would have sent most people fleeing. Would you have stayed to figure out what caused it? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if real unsolved wilderness encounters interest you, hit subscribe. There's always another story coming. This wasn't the couple's first time camping, but it might be the last time they willingly returned to that particular stretch of forest. The footage comes from the Exploring with Bear channel, hosted by Jerry, known online as J Bear. He's recognized for pushing deep into remote wilderness areas in search of unusual encounters, and he's documented countless solo trips. But this outing was different from the rest. This time, he wasn't alone. His wife, Tiffany, joined him for a camping trip in what he referred to as Bigfoot territory.
Hey.
My beautiful wife, Tiffany, has agreed to come out Bigfoot hunting and camping with me tonight. And we're actually probably only about 5-10 minutes away from the place right now. And we pulled over. There's a lake and woods all around us right now. Well, right now we're out in the middle of like nowhere. So I figured this is probably the best time to tell you where we're going to be going camping. You don't watch none of my videos though, so she don't really know. Anyway, where psychopaths have attacked before. That was like 1.5 years ago though. This is where the tent that got mangled of mine, and I had to get a new tent and everything. This is where that happened.
You said we were going somewhere safer.
Well, it's been 1.5 years, so that's a long time. But time heals all wounds. That's a long time. You know, what's the chances of another psychopath showing up tonight?
Right there.
Here comes one now.
Here it is.
By the way, we're on a road where there's hardly ever any cars that go down. Till now.
A secluded region surrounded by lakes and known for unsettling experiences. On a previous solo visit, Jerry's tent had reportedly been damaged during the night by something unknown. Whether animal or human, he never determined the cause, but it left a lasting impression. Their trek into the woods began with something alarming. 2 large trees had been bent unnaturally across the trail.
So Duber, I did another thing for you earlier. I came out here, I knew this place is out in the middle of nowhere, probably not being used, and it was going to be all overgrown. So, and I'm glad I did, because now it's night. So I had to remove like 2 trees out of the road. And then, oh, wait till you see these bends. So one of the signs for Sasquatch is, we'll have to look for more. But bent trees, weirdly bent trees. And that's right by the camp. It was like something was trying to block the entrance with all the trees going across and then the 2 bent trees. So wait till you see it. I'll show it to you. But it's so pretty interesting right off the bat. But I did clear it all out for you. So now we're not going to have like, we got to walk through like tick magnets. And it'll be nicer. It'll be nicer to move around the camp.
Which Jerry suggested could be a territorial marker, a detail often discussed in Sasquatch-related accounts. Whether coincidence or something else, the sight left both of them uneasy. After clearing the path, they reached their campsite and tried to set a calm tone. Tiffany admired the lake nearby, and Jerry showed off a stash of snacks he'd packed for the trip. But underneath the lighter moments, tension hovered. Jerry revisited an earlier incident when strange audio was captured near an apple he'd left outside overnight, evidence that he didn't entirely dismiss these stories as myth. Once night arrived, the sense of unease intensified. Their vehicle's lights briefly flickered despite being turned off, a disturbing moment in an area far from power sources.
Oh, come on.
Just a gunshot.
Oh my gosh. No.
Oh, it's what, 11?
No.
Is it midnight yet? It's really late actually right now.
Who shoots a gun at 11 o'clock at night?
That's what just crossed my mind when I heard it. Like, it is awfully late for that. Maybe it was a firework. It's close to the 4th. Or psychopath. They're out here.
Then, a single gunshot rang out in the distance. It was close to midnight, and the sound cut through the quiet in a way that shifted the energy of the entire night. It wasn't close enough to see, but it was unmistakably within earshot, far too strange to ignore. Earlier, they had found evidence of old human activity deep in the woods, an abandoned satellite dish hidden in brush, broken fencing, and scattered debris in a place that seemed far beyond any official trail. But the most notable things were the trees. Many were bent, not snapped, and twisted in what looked like intentional patterns, often leaning in the same direction. Jerry repeatedly pointed out how frequently these formations appeared, calling into question whether nature alone could explain them. As hours went on, Tiffany's discomfort became more obvious. She described a feeling that something was wrong in the forest, not just eerie, but fundamentally unsettling. And Jerry, who usually countered fear with humor or logic, didn't push back this time. His tone shifted. He became quieter, and the weight of the environment seemed to finally settle in. What made this video memorable wasn't a sudden scare or dramatic moment. It was the slow-building sense of dread. The bent trees, the strange noises, and the disorienting energy of the forest created a powerful impression that something was off. Viewers noticed that Jerry, typically confident and lighthearted, seemed different. His posture, his voice, and his usual playful manner all gave way to caution. Whether the cause was natural or something harder to explain, one thing was clear. The forest had a presence that was impossible to ignore. Would you camp in a place where even experienced explorers hesitate to return? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy real encounters that make you question what's out there, be sure to subscribe. The next story might change how you view the woods. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.